Left, your left, hey. Left, right, your left. You got it.
Thank you for joining in today with Andrea Eichmann and Mark Peterson of the People's Patriot Project for this week's WeP3 Debrief. Find out what our crew has been working on to help support those who have given some and all to the pursuit of liberty and freedoms across Minnesota and the United States. Watch, listen, and support as we create the beacon of hope and opportunity in today's society that needs its heroes. Are you a veteran, first responder, or a patriot looking for a place to put your skill set, your thoughts, and or want to help continue the mission? You have come to the right place. We are the People's Patriot Project, and we want to be the shock and awe when it comes to meeting the needs of our veterans and first responders. We are dealing with a new enemy in today's world where the wounds are not always clean. We want to be part of this mission in saving lives and making a difference. Welcome to the WeP3 Debrief. Here's Andrea and Mark letting you know the mission. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Hello and happy Monday. Look at you, get me. Thanks all of you for being here. I see some viewers already. It's awesome to have you here. Jonathan is coming, so I told him I would stall. He's just on his way home from work. And I'm here. Andrea Eichmann here with you. The People's Patriot Project brings you their weekly debrief now on Mondays at 4:30, and we're here to let you know, well, we're going to tell you all about last night, and we're here to let you know what we've been doing and what we've got coming up. So I, again, appreciate you for being here. Hey, boom. Thanks, Peterson. Peterson's full of them today. And Geraldine and Jeremy, it's good to see you guys here as well. Gosh, we've been up to some really cool stuff lately, and I talked about this last night, and I'm actually just putting the fundraiser. I don't know, I'm trying to improve things, and I'm learning new things all the time, and so we're going to be running a fundraiser for sponsors and a couple oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Drawings for our to fundraise for our Dallas event. So I can't wait. I have to talk to Holly yet tonight, and then I think we're going to figure out our lineup, and then we can get all of our advertising made up. So I'm super excited about that. I'm going to jump into what we did last night, you guys, because we met a new person last night, and you know what? We are never, ever dissatisfied. We've never been, gosh, I can't even think of any time where we've been disappointed by the people we've met. But this is our new friend Melody Guptill, and she is with Help Heal Veterans, and she came on the show last night, and I wasn't sure what these products were that she's holding, but these are this is like craft time. And so those are boxes of ready to be assembled crafts. So she meets with a lot of veterans individually and groups. And then sometimes they just send their supplies out for their crafting. And then veterans of all places makes and distances get together and do some crafting. Help heal veterans. Woo. Peterson is letting us know also WeP3 radio updates coming. Just so you know, that's out there in the works. So anyway, back to, I'm sure he will fill us in next Sunday what we've got going on there. There is a lot going on, and it will be exciting. So anyway, here is Melody with a veteran. Gosh, you guys, with dexterity, it passes the time. It gives them a sense of purpose. Here she is at an event with her people, Help Heal Veterans, therapeutic craft kits. And there's some more examples. And if you can see those moccasins right there, they, oh my gosh, they do such cool stuff. So the moccasins are there because they use, oh my gosh, reduce, reuse, and recycle, right? And so the moccasins are made of leather that's been given to them as leftover leather from parts and pieces of everything. But then they have cushions on the inside of the moccasins that are from the cushions on Southwest Airlines seats when they get rid of their parts and pieces at Southwest Airlines. They donate to Help Heal Veterans, and then they use them in craft things, and it's very cool. So Melody Guptill, thank you very much for visiting us last night. And she's in San Antonio, and she covers all of Texas. We all know Texas is really big, right? So she covers all of southeastern Texas, I believe, that whole area. And she just wanted to make sure we all know that there are tons and tons of veterans in that area looking to help, and a lot of times looking for help. So keep that in mind. I'm just scrolling through here looking for some things. We did bring out our WAVE program a while back. It's the WAVE Challenge. And I think we didn't even mention this last night because it's getting a little older. And you know, the WAVE eventually it dies out, but we're hoping the ripple effect from our challenge has sparked some conversations that have been amazing for all of you. What you do is of course, we do it with our Got Your Six when we do our 6-pack. Just reach out, and we challenged you to reach out from 1 to 6 people, between 1 and 6 people a day. And a lot of us kept it on our calendars. And it is crazy because if you think that every one of those people in those 30 days, so even if I only did one a day, 30 days a week, or 30 days a month, excuse me, not a week. Oh my gosh, that'd be long. 30 days a month. And even if it was just one person a day, if those 30 contacted another 30, well, look, there's 60 conversations. And then those 30, even if some of them, my gosh, you see where we're going? After a week, one person made the difference. After a month, made the difference for like 400 people. It's pretty freaking cool. And it just grows and grows from there, especially if everybody keeps doing it. So that has been kind of a fun little challenge for our people, you guys. I'm looking for somebody to ask a question. Check us out this Saturday. A huge give. Wow, Saturday. Oh, we got Peterson talking again. It was a big give to a veteran in need. 4 organizations came together to make this happen. And it is a big deal. And this, it's just one person. Anybody can say it's just one person. We took care of one person. However, that one person has been in a mighty need for quite some time. And this makes a huge, huge change in this person's life. So you guys, I'm liking this. I don't know if this, Peterson, tell me what you think of the bubble. The bubble, I don't know if you can see it as well, but anyway, so your words come up in a bubble. Yay. All right, so we have got some other things going on. Last night, we did not have a musician, and this is like one of these things we just don't want to, oh wait, before I go on, I'm just going to put help heal veterans. Let me just get this in here. I was going to say it's hard to admit or to swallow when we don't have a musician, because that's what we do, man. We got a ton of musicians in our, 100 or more that are veterans and first responders, either individuals or tied in with the bands. And so, and really in some of the bands, there's 2 or 3 veterans per band. So we will be rolling out more music really soon. We've got Jonathan, who may be here in a minute, working on putting some of this music all in one place. We had a little change and a little shuffle with things, and so it can only get better. Oops, here we go. It can always be amazing. I know you weren't talking about that, but I'm going to use it for the radio stuff, Peterson. So keep an eye out. I know that we do have some really faithful followers with the Access Radio and with our WeP3 radio station. And like I said, it's just going to get better. It's going to get bigger. It's going to reach farther. And so, you know what? We have to ask you, because, you know, the people that are out there, like, I can't, Peterson never makes it to Iowa because they don't want him in Iowa. So we don't know if there are some veteran bands in Iowa. I'll be going there myself this weekend. Sorry, lost my train of thought there. I will be going there this weekend. Yes, he won't go to Iowa because he doesn't realize how much of God's country it is. And there have got to be probably some musicians that play music and maybe sing as well. And so you, the people out there, if you happen to know of anybody anywhere in the country, because we can do it virtually with them as well, but we would like to be able to feature them. We'd love to get them on our show. We'd love to get them involved with some of our concerts and music events throughout the summer. We would like to get their music on our radio, and when we're aiming to be the biggest veteran and first responder only music station in the world. So that's what we're working on that end. I don't know where Jonathan is, but I'm stalling as I'm speaking here. It's really funny with one person because I can only play off of what I say and then what some people comment, and that's good. That's good. Peterson got kicked right out of Iowa. Cheapers. They don't know. They don't know Peterson. Sorry about that. We are, let's see, what do we have coming up? Number one, I do want to share with you for our month. January, February, March. We are in March, and March is the, whoa, everything stopped scrolling. March is the month of the military caregiver. So during the month of March, Americans recognize and honor military caregivers' sacrifices and successes. And I'll have more information on that on Sunday. But the big part of it is the numbers of military caregivers, because family counts as caregivers, and some people a lot of families take care of their returned soldiers. And so whether it's physical, emotional, or any other kind of help, family counts. So military caregivers, we throw out a thanks to you. I shouldn't do this because Peterson's taking a little stab at my ears right now. If there is another ear, there are, Peterson, there are some ears out there, and I'm not going to go on for hours. Not going on for hours. I really want Jonathan to read this because I wrote the music part for Jonathan as if it were him speaking. So I'm going to leave last night's music. I think he was actually kind of excited about some parts of it, so I'm going to let him talk about that. I will tell you on March 5th, so this coming Sunday evening, we got your 6 at 6. Patriot Playtime is going to be featuring J.D. Mosser. We'll be sharing his passion really for helping others be successful, and it revolves around the music business. So I think he might play a little. I know that he supports and does what he can, and man, they got some big stuff going on too. And so we're kind of looking forward to sharing that with you. I believe we met JD down in Nashville face to face. So that was pretty cool. I think I might be stepping on Peterson's toes on that one because that's kind of his contact. Stay tuned. We don't know who our other guest may be. You can be sure that no matter what, though, we are here to help heal veterans. You see what I did there? I wrote it right in the script. That was our guest organization last night. Help heal veterans. You know what I'm going to do? Because I do feel that Jonathan might be listening while he's on his way here right now. I'm going to tell you, first of all, Johnny Holiday is at the Mud Room in West St. Paul, really Mendota Heights area. It's a little Mendota, okay? It's in the Lucky 13 restaurant, and it's down below. The Mud Room is a very laid back, loungy. It's a really cool place. So you can go check out Johnny Holiday on the second Saturday. So that won't be this Saturday, but next Saturday. Johnny Holiday and Willie Moore. And they are fantastic. You can have a little bit of munchies, have a drink, hang out with your friends, and it is super, super fun. Let's see, May and April dates. We don't have the exact dates yet. Well, we have the 27th in Dallas. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got so many people that are asking about it. So I got to, we got to solidify these. And I'm not going to say it's hard, but it is a little harder when I'm in school, all day long when normally people do business during those hours, right? So sometimes I get 20 minutes at lunch to make some phone calls. All right. Thanks, Peterson. Good luck. Have a good time. I don't even know really what to say there. But what I was going to say is while I'm waiting for Jonathan, I just want to play this song because I think he's listening and I think he will appreciate it. And if you were here last night, oh boy, if I can find it. If you were here last night, you heard it. And we don't always play songs, but because you guys are all such good listeners and because this song rocks it, I'm going to just play a little Blackwater Shine from Tony Turner. I'll see you in a minute.
Way back in the woods, down a Georgia dirt road, where Blackwater runs and the muscadine grow. That's where me and the boys ended up most Friday night. Elijah Crosby was a good old man. He ran that copper steel with a steady hand. Damn, that was the best Blackwater shine. Blackwater shine on Mountain Dew. They called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. Blackwater shine. Locked that rusty truck in four-wheel drive to get through the cypress swamp past the gator eyes. Elijah made sure it was no easy ride. He sat outside with his old coon dog, his rifle held up as we came through the fog. We'd risk our lives for that Blackwater shine. Blackwater shine or Mountain Dew. Called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. The Blackwater shine. brown jug. He'd tell us about our dads doing the same stuff, same spot, same truck back in 1979. Blackwater Shine or Mountain Dew, they called it corn liquor or bootleg hooch. It was made by the light of a full moon night. It burned a little while going down, fired us up while we painted the town. It was all about a good time. Blackwater Shine, Blackwater Shine. Nothing like that Blackwater Shine. Blackwater Shine. Nothing like that Blackwater Shine.
Oops, here we go. Look who is here. Oops, you're muted. Hold on.
All right.
I thought that was automatic. It went off when the music went off. See, I'm still kind of new.
Must
Still
have
kinda
left me
new.
muted last night. That's what it was.
Still muted from forever. That was for you. I did that just for you. I was stalling a little bit.
I caught it. It was good. I love that song.
It's so did you? I put this part in the notes. If you don't have the notes, I can read it for you.
I am pulling them up now.
Awesome. I wrote it for you word for word. If you want to just read it, you can, but it's kind of funny.
Yes. Yes, that was my exact words after after the show last night. I was like, man, that first song by Tony Turner, I never heard it before, but that song kicks butt.
And there it was. I had to see. I don't think Tony. Some of these pictures are so tiny. I don't think he's in. No, Chris Turner is in that one. That was so funny. The first time we went down there, we met up with Tony Turner and his wife Misty, and then we hung out with Chris Turner as well. So I don't think we have to get rid of our pictures so often, and that's no fun. Just because there's not a lot of room in here. I'm sure if you pay a few $1,000s, there's plenty of room, but I don't have that thousands of dollars for this site for much of anything but helping out. Yeah, Blackwater Shine. And then on the show last night we did James Kazad, which we've done a couple times, and I know it's probably because it's usually this time of year he's on my heart, and I want to say his name over and over because it's the time of year when James passed away. So we like to bring him back with his music and remember him, and also his song. His song's very touching when you think about a day in a life of a soldier. It's very touching. It's a little bit haunting.
I think you definitely got it pegged out, man. It's a good song.
Yeah, I can listen to that one. And as haunting as that one is, then we followed up with Chris Turner's If You Drink, which I have to, oh my gosh, I think both of them, and I'm going to have to go back to my notes, but I think in those videos, the veterans that are in each one of those videos were in the VFW or Legion, whichever one they were filmed in. Those guys were in there. And so when they did their video, their reactions are all, they're not acting. And so in James's, the gentleman at the end had tears in his eyes, just listening to the words to the song. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, that's a feels one. So I think I got through quite a few things. I even talked about the wave challenge. Here you go. I'm going to put this whole write-up just in case anyone wants to be part of the wave.
I'd be honest with you. My specific opinion on the wave challenge, man, when we first went through it, and that night when we all talked about it with it was you, me, Mark, and Heather, I think. And we all kind of talked about it, and it was like, man, I was so excited, right? Like, it just seemed like something that would be, not that it's not, I still enjoyed my part, but I just thought it would blow up.
I did too.
And it didn't. Kind of sad about that.
Maybe
it did, and people aren't posting, maybe.
And that could be because it could be very personal.
I think it is to a lot of people.
Yeah, and I feel like for like 2 weeks, it was really, really on the fly. But I think if we keep repeating the numbers, I mean, I reach out to 5 or 6 every Sunday, right? And then I do one more throughout the week. So I'm doing 12 people a week. And then if those 12 people, 24, 36, 48. So I hit at least 48 people. And if those 48 people hit one more, I mean, I'm almost at 100 by myself. And that doesn't include all of those other people reaching out once a day or once a week as well. And it's just, I love the ripple effect. So many people did talk about in the beginning too, like the person that they just wanted to reach out to and say, hey, they had some serious conversations that needed to be had. And sometimes we did have a couple of our veterans say, hey, you know what? I'm the one that needed to have that. I needed to talk to that person. It was about me. And that's the circle of how these things come back around. So much as I love my teachers, you guys, I love teachers. I teach. I've been around a long time. I had teacher friends before I was even a teacher. This is different. We can tell jokes and laugh, and I don't have to worry about them because they don't have, well, I would say they don't have all the trauma, but of course some of us might have some trauma these days, but it's a different thing. I don't think we're bonded. We're not bonded like veterans and service people are. I mean, when push comes to shove, but I got to tell you, a lot of us are just trying to put food on our table, and that's why we're here. So that's why we're here.
Who would have thought when I joined the Army all them years ago that honestly, I don't even, it was after 9/11, but I think I just joined because deep down inside, I wanted to prove everybody wrong, right? All the people who said, you're not going to make it. And I'm pretty sure, like, that's the reason I joined. But, man, I got so much more out of that than I ever put in, for sure.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I'm still reaping the benefits from 4 years of service, almost 20 years ago now. It's amazing.
Those good feels I hear way more, and I know I have close on the outer limits of people I know. I've experienced a couple people who have been very disappointed with their service, but I have to think sometimes you really only get out what you put in as well. And so, I mean, it's, that's kind of the way of life. You're not going to get out more than you actually put in very often. So,
yeah,
that's kind of part of it, I believe. You guys, if you think this is awesome, you should hear our discussions. Like after the show, it gets to be 9:30 at night. It gets pretty intense, pretty deep.
It does. It does.
I don't know. You've been around for a while, Jonathan. If someone had you pick your favorite show, will you be able to pick your favorite show? Ooh, I didn't.
Since I've been here, I give it. There's probably two of my favorite two shows that I can think of that were just like over the top. I have to go back through my notes and get the guy's name. Earl Granville.
Oh,
that guy could. and almost did speak for hours, and there wasn't a dull moment in it. Like, I just soaked it all up, man. I'd love to. Somebody who's been through so much and still finds a way to bring out the positive in not only himself but everybody else, is just blows my mind.
That was a good one. That's right. He's the one who started out the story of having it ended up having to have his leg amputated.
Mhm.
And he said something to the doctor like, well, can I keep it? And they're like, no, we just told you we have to take it. And he's like, no, can I keep it? And they're like, it needs to be amputated. And he's like, I know. And when I go home, can I take it with me? And they were like, no, that's not. He's like, no, really, what are you going to do with it? And they're like, well, we do stuff. And he was a little bit heartbroken. He thought that would be, but that's him finding the positive. Like, he wasn't like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do without it? He was like, wait, I could make this fun and, use this, put it in the corner, put a lampshade on it, or, use it at Halloween. And that's the positivity. And I see him here and there. He does a lot of speaking things, and he did kind of take the show by the horns and just kind of roll with it that day.
I enjoyed it immensely. And probably Audrey, Amazonian Warrior Foundation. She's got a lot of fire.
Does fire and energy and passion.
Yep.
Definitely. So we did and this is not, trust me, I'm the farthest from sexist, racist, or any of that. But we did do a big push for about 3 months after we'd been around for a while, trying to find women supportive groups and women who wanted to tell their stories and how they and where they found help. And we kind of rolled through them, and we've met women and had more women on, but until we had Storm Riders, and then we had Audrey. It just to feel that passion to help others after everything that she's been through.
Yeah.
Is,
yeah, I like the way she's doing it though, like a adaptive board sports. She's bringing competitive sport, and because in the military there's a large competitive spirit between people, right?
Yeah.
And it's all in fun, but there's always a little backhanded competition going on, and it just I like the idea of it in general. For other people, because I
Not for
I
you.
don't have the balance to do that, man. I'd break my neck on a skateboard. But no, I really like the idea of her bringing that and making it available, because it's something that can be so widely used,
Yeah. I saw some videos of some dogs doing some skateboarding, some German short hairs.
They got more legs. That's my excuse.
I think the little corgis should do well, right? They're right there, almost sitting on the. I'm not. You're right, 100% on the balance thing, and I get that kicked back at me every morning when I go to my workouts and have to do some sort of one-legged or lunging or whatever it is. My balance is nowhere near what it used to be. That's sad.
Agreed.
We get wiser. Why can't we get better balanced? I don't understand.
Yeah. It's debatable. We get older. Right? Some of us get wiser, maybe. I don't know.
Can't promise anything.
Still waiting for that bus to pass.
Put your thumb up. It helps. Get your over here. Pick me. I was scrolling through, and I absolutely love this, you guys. I was scrolling through our page, and so look here. Dom Coors has a show at Liberty Tree Tavern in Elgin, Texas, this Friday at 9 p.m. I wouldn't miss it if I could be down there. We went all the way to Lake Travis to to watch Dom while we were down there. We have some elite nutrition people. This is what I like. We have Joe Rogan on our page because Malachi.
Because he probably follows y'all. My guess is when he's not doing podcasts, he's probably taking notes on how to do them.
I'm hoping he is. If we could sit him down one day and explain to him how this works.
Yeah. Teach him how to have a successful podcast, huh?
We had Carolyn on the show. She's Dallas Fort Worth veteran advocate. She's got a really cool picture. She went to a birthday party. Oh, she has a friend. She has a friend that went to a birthday party for a friend, Ernie. Ernie is 104 years old. He was a B-25 pilot in World War II and flew 76 bombing missions over Europe. Happy 104th birthday, Ernie. Can you imagine? 104, and he looks good. Oh, he's got a shirt on that says 104, and his hat's got the plane. Oh my gosh. And he's got comfy socks. Look at that, Ernie. I think he looks spectacular. Ooh. You get a weird little flash when you put your phone up there like that. Congrats, Ernie. Let's see. What was I going to do? I was going to do the actual. You know who else we have? We have a bunch of weird names with, I think they're not really actually people, right? And did you know today alone, Will Smith died at least 5 times on our page? And who's the other guy? Not Pierce Brosnan. I don't remember who the other guy is. Oh, Simon. Yeah.
I got that one too.
3 times on my page he died today. This is silly. This is silly. Oh, I know what I didn't say earlier. So we have got lost my totally train of thought. What do we have? Oh my goodness. That's what happens when you pick up your phone and you start scrolling.
Yeah.
Well,
where did we get to so far? Did we talk about last night's show and all that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, our notes are not really long today. I didn't have a lot to I talked a little bit about WeP3 radio and some good stuff coming up.
Yes. Can't wait.
Yeah, Peterson chimed in on that one a little bit as well. And then we can't say anything apparently yet. He just hinted at the collaboration of 4 groups coming together, and really are there kind of 5 groups, kind of really.
Yeah.
5 groups coming together to make this outreach happen for a homeless veteran. So it is pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Coming soon. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, and I am. Can I tell you? I'm going to use a word that it's daytime, but I'm not in school, so I got to tell you, Jonathan, and anyone who's listening. I don't know if we have anyone listening anymore. What a shit show it's been to figure out the banking. I could use a real, true social media wizard at that meta business stuff. That's what I could use. Somewhere, somehow, we still have a bank account that is hooked up to, it's our old bank account, and it's hooked up to the Facebook fundraising stuff. And I can't find it anywhere. All of the stuff that Peterson and I have looked for, and Ray's there helping us, it all says our new bank account, right? So we've had money just flow. I don't even check the old bank, and I did the other day and got some cash in there. I wanted to make a couple payments with it. We can use PayPal. I finally got PayPal hooked up and ready to use, but I need to put a deposit down there in Dallas, and I can't get to that money, and I don't think they do PayPal. I need to call them and ask them tomorrow. I don't think they do. So they've got these invoices, and I'm like, well, I got some money. So we don't have new cards. They didn't send new cards, I suppose, because we haven't used it in so long. I have check blanks. I think I have check blanks. Venmo does not work with this bank. I cannot tell you what headache I went through all weekend trying, because Venmo, there's no charges. I could just shoot the money over to the other bank and it would be all good. And no, it won't accept. I've talked to Venmo on this one. They say it's the bank. The bank says it's Venmo, and it's just going to be one of those things. I'm not kidding. My head hurt so bad. I think it was Saturday afternoon. Like, I can't try one more time to hook things up. Just can't do it. It was so bad that when I hooked up PayPal, they named the bank and they're like, oh, you're all hooked up. And then I made a payment and then they're like, no, you didn't have enough funds. It wasn't the right account. They assumed that our oldest account was the one I wanted. It had 23 cents in it. So I was short, by 77 cents and a whole bunch of dollars. But no, that's not. Why would you assume that bank from 1983 was the one? I don't know.
Right?
It's been a freaking mess. So
I've not had to deal with that situation, but there are plenty of issues that I've come across. Just getting into this social media thing where there's no amount of Googling and trying over and doing anything that makes it better. It's just failure after failure.
Right? It just still isn't. And I know Peterson does that Google thing all the time, and he works his way through it. And this is funny. Maybe he's more patient than me, which hurts me to say that. I'm pretty patient. But yeah, he works his way through, and it might just be the technical pieces. But by the end of the day, I'm like, no, my brain, everything just up here hurts because why is it gotta be so difficult? We're a nonprofit. We're legit. We just switched banks, and it's been a few years ago. Yeah, because Ray's been around for a couple of years already. So we switched banks, and for some reason, everything was able to switch over, except we cannot find, like, there's this little piece in there that somewhere, somehow. And we don't want to close it because then where does all that stuff go, right?
Yeah.
Figure it out. Anyway, I know, modern world problems, right? So.
I know the feeling.
Yeah. But we plunge on. I think I got a call from the venue that needs the deposit, so I'm going to have to call them back quick and figuring out what to do.
The venue for Dallas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Well, okay. So this is on a personal level because this is at a point where I would just put it, like, I just put it on a credit card because Ray can figure out how to pay me back, right?
Yeah.
But I had an issue last week with Peterson and I went to meet with a senator up in St. Paul, Minnesota. And it's parking meters. We figured pretty easy, right? It's $4. We could be there all night long. And we were like 3.5 hours we were there. But I couldn't. Well, I just got this. This isn't a credit card, though. I don't know how much is in my checking account. I can't use that. But anyway, so I was using my debit card to try to pay this $4 through the app. The parking meter had a sticker, I don't know, about yay big on the side, said, and it was PPP Park or something, St. Paul parking, blah, blah, blah. Went to their website. It all looked legit. I went to make a payment, and it told me something wasn't entered right. So I entered it again, because how many times don't you do that? Entered it again. That's like, something's not right. And I'm like, it's not telling me there's not money. It's not telling me, my card wasn't expired or anything. So I'm like, whatever, I'm just going to try a credit card. So I tried 2 more credit cards, which, hey, folks out there, if it doesn't work the second time, you should give it up. So we're about to go in. We're waiting for the senator to come back from session. And I was checking my accounts. All 3 of those accounts have freaking $39.99 charges. And I don't know what, it's like all these letters, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, that can't be good. So after we came out of there, I sat in my car for like another 45 minutes, calling my credit cards and my bank, shutting everything down. And it was a freaking dating service with a $39.99 monthly charge. I'm like, listen, I'm not in the market. Not in the market. If I was, I'd go have a $40 dinner somewhere and strike up a conversation if I was looking to have a date. I can't. I'm like, no, I look at my credit card history. Never once have I paid for anything like a dating service. Nothing like that at all. So I closed it all down, started all. So now here I am with no credit cards. I've lived the last week with a little bit of cash that I happen to have on hand and borrowing, like, ask the husband if I can, go get some groceries, and it's been a mess. So the debit card came today, so I'm hopeful that see, I would just, oh my gosh, it's so dumb. It's so dumb. Anyway, some people might be discouraged. I will plug on and figure this out.
Yeah.
Long story short.
Sorry.
Oh no, that's done. Long story short.
That's happened to me before, and it's no fun. You got to cancel your card in the middle of a work week, and hope you had enough cash laying around to make it.
Right. Gas. Like, what if you need gas? Dumb. And then one of them actually scared me because it had a zero balance. One of my credit cards. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't pay that one off. That might have a couple flights on it yet. And they actually closed the whole thing down and then transfer you to a whole new, like, everything. So,
oh wow,
well, it's pretty exciting. I wish it was a zero account, but no such luck. So anyway.
Somebody hacked your credit card and paid it off. That's.
I mean, if they're gonna do it, let it. You can come back.
Yeah, have at it. Give them mine too.
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Is, hey, I've said that to the. How you have to go through all the security, like to pay a student loan payment or pay your. Like, we have Excel and CenterPoint Energy up here for our gas and electric. Mm-hmm. And you go through all these things, and then you finally get a person, and then you got to go through all of your identifying. And I'm like, listen, if somebody calls and just wants to make a payment, because that's what I'm wanting to do right now, please don't make them jump through these hoops. Just let them pay. Let them pay my bill.
If they want to turn off my power, ask questions.
Right. Or if I'm paying someone else, but yeah, I'm like, no, I just want to pay my bill. That's all. And your system's not like our garbage company, their website thingies. It's every 3 months, and I swear my password is never good. So every 3 months, you go through that headache of new password. Interesting. Technology, it makes our lives easier. I'm pretty sure I read that somewhere.
That's what they say.
But anyway, I digress, to use Shannon Book's words. Sorry, this went really long, you guys. I babbled, and now Peterson has been proven right. He said I would fill your ear.
That comment.
He talks just as much, just in case you didn't know. But no, I think that's where we're at. I think I put it up there. The People's Patriot Project is the opportunity to serve. We are a collaboration, and if there's something that you think we could add or something that we could take care of or make a difference somewhere, and maybe you want to be part of that, come on board. Just come on board. We like to be part of the solutions, not running around causing problems. See, that's why we don't give up on this money stuff, this checking account stuff. So I don't know that. I don't have anything else. Jonathan, do you have anything
I just like to point out the fact that this right here, me being here is proof, that it is an open, the People's Patriot Project is open to anyone who's willing to help. So, it's not just saying it's an opportunity to serve. If you're wanting to serve and you aren't sure how, let us know. We'll hang out. We'll talk. We'll see what you good at. We'll find a spot for you.
Absolutely. So with Jonathan in Louisiana, we got people in Texas, we got people in Florida, South Carolina. I really don't have someone in Iowa. So if someone in Iowa wants to, I mean, I got relatives there that are military, but they're busy. So they're not doing this right now. Let us know. We'll find a spot. We'll find something for you to do. We're hoping to get to all kinds of get-togethers this spring and summer and fall. The hot part of the year, right? I don't know. I look at Jonathan. He's hot every day, and we're up here at 9.
80 degrees today.
I skated down my driveway today. Not even lying. I stood at the top. It's just a little bit of an incline, tiny bit. I stood at the top and I waited and I just went, whoop. I had to grab the Jeep handle, hang on a second, set my coffee down, open the door. It was nuts. It was so slippery up here today. It was raining on top of the ice. That's pretty slick.
And I'm trying to find a towel to wipe the sweat off my forehead.
Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more. It was kind of ridiculous, but yeah. So we'll be around. Thank you for that, Jonathan. That is the message that we seriously are serious about. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this. Collaboration is key, and we've said it from the beginning. We're not the net that can cover the world, right? So we got to grab hands, get bigger nets, have bigger reaches, and help everyone that we can out there. So that is why we're here. You guys, our show is on. We got your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime every week at 6 o'clock on Facebook, YouTube, some of your favorite media. Then we send it off to Heroes Media Group. Adam over there takes care of us. He puts it on many, many platforms with our podcast. I know Spotify, iHeartRadio, Heroes Media Group. We have it on our website. Thank you to Chris Nobles and Semperfi Design. Check out our YouTube page. We're getting a little bit more watchers on there. So send us your questions, send us your love. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers, all of you out there. One is too many, and remembering is never enough. Say their names, think the thoughts, and remember this. I'm going to close out with Chris Turner, all in the same boat. So we will see you next week.
Night, everybody.
Sometimes it's a daily grind. It's almost enough to make you lose your mind. Just when you get a good grip, it slips right through your fingers. Finally find a little honey, then you're pulling out the stingers. Woo-hoo! We work hard to make $1 just to keep our head above water. One day we're soaking up the sun, sailing in the breeze, drinking margaritas and kicking up our feet. Then we start thinking we're sinking. We can't plug all the holes, running around in circles trying to keep our world afloat. And we all in the same boat.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with you, bro. Go on, slide me a paddle. Let me get downstream. I said, Lord have mercy, got us feeling like a chump. Now we're dumping all our dollars while we're crying at the pump. Clear across the nation, it's as crazy as can be. But my kinfolk know how to cope down here in Tennessee. Yeah, we're still honking, getting cold ones by the case. Ain't no inflation gonna change the way this country boy was raised. So we're still soaking up the sun, sailing in the breeze, drinking margaritas and kicking up our feet. Then we start thinking we're sinking. We can't plug all the holes, running around in circles trying to keep our world afloat. And we all in the same boat. Oh, come on now. Help. We all need a little help. Love. When that water gets rough. Days. When those clouds get dark and gloomy, we're just trying to keep it all between the buoys. Oh, look out now.
the breeze, sipping margaritas, ain't worried about a thing. And we start thinking we're sinking, we can't plug all the holes, running around in circles trying to keep our world afloat. Ain't we all in the same boat?
Come on now.
Ain't we all, man, we all in the same boat.